Yo! What's good, guys? Medical Gamer over here, back again for episode 4 of our Pokemon Platinum Medlocke. In the last episode, I'm pretty sure, we got a new encounter and we made it to the next town. New encounter being Wally the Shinx, and the next town, I believe we are in Jubilife City right now. So without further ado, let's get to it. So let me just quickly make sure. Yeah, okay, we healed up our Pokemon. That's nice. And I would like to make some progression in this game because we haven't done very much. So this is the trainer school. So let's head on in here and see what's good. Chock full of Pokemon books. So we found an X attack, which, I mean, some people use those items, like the X items. I personally never use them in a game. I don't really think they really have any use, which is why I don't use them. Yeah, no use, I don't use. So, but I was watching a speed run, because I do like to watch speed runs of some games, like on SGDQ, Summer Games Done Quick, and AGDQ, Awesome Games Done Quick. And so one of the speed runs that I was watching was for, I believe, Pokemon Blue. And so in the speed run, okay, wait, real quick, before I finish that story, I have to do this before I forget. I never actually changed the options to put the text speed to fast. So, yes. Okay, so that'll hopefully speed things up. Well, I was thinking of speed running, and then I was like, oh, the text has to be fast. And yeah, okay. So yeah, in this speed run, they actually, I believe they start out with a Squirtle, but they don't even use the Squirtle all that much. They use the Squirtle up until they get a Nidoran male. And then with the Nidoran male, they progress through pretty much the whole game. So the Nidoran male, they get to a Nidorino, and they get up to a Nidoking. And with the Nidoking, they basically use the Nidoking the whole game, and they use Horn Drill. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Horn Drill is a one-hit KO move, the move that kills any Pokemon, or makes any Pokemon faint that it hits. But the only thing is that it's very inaccurate. So what the speedrunners do is, right in the beginning of the battle, they use an X accuracy. And the X accuracy will make, I think, pretty much guarantees that the Horn Drill will hit. So after that, they can pretty much just wreck everyone, and that's how they use it to like clear the Elite Four and all that good stuff. So I mean, I guess really cool. I really like watching speedruns of games. I think it's really interesting how they pretty much like break the game and they tear it up piece by piece. I'm gonna switch out here because I don't want to risk anything. Yeah, they tear it up piece by piece, finding all the glitches, finding the best optimizations, and like you can really admire that because this is a really difficult thing to do. Like I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to do anything like that. So anyways, what are we gonna talk about today? You know, I think we're gonna talk about what I did today. So this morning, to wake up at 6 o'clock, actually 6:30. Yeah, 6:30. Gotta brush my teeth. Oh, you know what? You know what I did this morning? No. At 6:30 in the morning, so last night, I was exporting my movie, the episode of Suits, Season 6, Episode 4, my little summary for that. And so, oh, one sec. What does this guy want? Oh, he's giving us a Pokétch. Oh, that's nice. So we have to find 3 clowns and answer their questions. Got it. Okay. So yeah, this morning I exported the episode, and so this morning I had to upload the episode. So that's what I did as soon as. Oh, I wasn't even honestly I wasn't even reading the question. I don't even know I got that right. So we got coupon number 1. We can do this in order. 1, 2, 3. Easy as 1, 2, 3. So yeah, so I uploaded that, the little summary. I was gonna upload it last night, but my videos just take way too long to make, and then I wasn't even reading that either. So you know what? I'm just gonna click yes for all of them. Got a coupon 2. And so yeah, it takes a long time. So I uploaded this morning, and then what did I do after that? Then yeah, I ate breakfast, and then I had to go take the train so I can get to the college campus in order for me to get to lab. And so in my lab today, if you guys didn't know, I'm taking mammalian physiology as my summer class. And so we have lab for that class. And so, oh nice, we got a Pokécatch. So for that lab, we did a bunch of different stuff. And today's main thing was the circulatory system. And before I talk about that, I just wanted to say how much I love the Pokécatch, because I remember seeing it in Diamond and Pearl, and I was like, oh my god, like this is so cool. Because I really liked how you have different apps, and I believe you can collect them from different people by talking to them. They give you different apps. And so, yeah, that was really cool. They have like a happiness thing and time, and I don't even remember what else they had. They had a lot of things. So, yeah, so today in lab, we dealt with the circulatory system. And so basically one really cool thing that we learned, oh, it's Route 204, we can get a new encounter. Let's get an encounter right over here. So one really cool thing that I liked is we learned how to use a stethoscope. It's a Starly, which is really nice, except the only problem is that we can't put this Starly in our party. So I'm gonna catch this Starly, but since Starly's primary typing is normal, we would need Bidoof to faint before we can put Starly in our party. So I'll try to keep Bidoof as long as possible, but as soon as he faints, which most likely he will, I'm gonna put Starly right in. And we only have 2 Pokeballs, so he's better catch. So the really cool thing, as I was saying like 20 times, is that I learned how to use a stethoscope. Well, not just like use a stethoscope, I knew how to do that, but use the stethoscope to find, like to take blood pressure of people, which is really cool because I'm always used to, by the way, this is a Starling Pokemon, just pointing that out there. So, oh, we gotta think of a name. This makes me think of Star City from Arrow. You know, I watch superhero shows way too much, so Star City from Arrow, you know, I gotta name it something like an Arrow reference. So let's think of who can soar in the air, and that would be Ray Palmer, because I believe Star City gets renamed after Ray Palmer, after they believe that he died. Spoilers, but he didn't actually die. Just say. So we got Ray Palmer over here, the Starly. And so now we actually have to deposit him or her. I actually didn't check before I even nicknamed. It's a him. Okay, so that's perfect. And his ability is Keen Eye, prevents him from losing accuracy. Got that nice eyes, those English. And so it knows Tackle and Growl. So pretty standard, but I just can't keep him in my party because of that rule that doesn't allow me to have 2 normal types in the party at the same time. So let's just put him in the box, and let's access someone's PC. Another thing about this game, why is it that we can just access some random person's PC? And if so, did this person just make a PC for us? Or is it like on like the computer in the Pokemon centers and stuff? Can anyone use that? Or like can we use that? Because there are only boxes for us. Unless if we have to like log into the computer or something and it doesn't show us logging in, and like we have to put our username and password, and then it comes up with our own boxes. You know, I really don't know. I just don't know. So we're gonna see a Shinx over here. Wally should be able to wreck this Shinx because it doesn't have Intimidate, so our attack is now cut and it's lower level. So without further ado, getting back to what I was talking about. Yeah, I really get off topic easily, so I hope you guys don't mind that. I hope you guys actually like that. You know, when I watch YouTube videos, I find it pretty entertaining when the YouTubers just go off and just start talking about some random stuff, go on a tangent. You know, it's nice. It's refreshing. Keeps things brand new, you know, spice things up. Spice things. I like curry. Steph Curry. who, by the way, did not win, spoilers, in case you guys didn't know, did not win the NBA Finals. We got Charge. But, oh, no, Charge doesn't do anything. That just raises our Electric-type moves. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that Steph Curry didn't win, but, you know, it's not like I'm a Warriors fan or anything, but I did like Steph Curry ever since he was at Gonzaga. But that's besides the point. Good for LeBron. He won. Good for Cleveland. They won. And, yeah, so learning how to use a stethoscope, yep, to find blood pressure. Because that was cool, because I always just use that machine, you know, at like CVS or Walmart, and yeah, and I really thought it was cool. Like, I really always wanted to know how to do it myself, how to manually do it. And you guys might think I'm really weird, but I actually really like the feeling that you get when it tightens around your arm. You know, like, it's not tight enough to really make you feel like you're getting your circulation cut off, but it is tight enough so that you get like a little tingly sensation, you know, I'm not saying like I like that sounds really weird. That sounds like I like to be like choked in the arm, but no, nothing. It's nothing like that. I just like the feeling, you know. Stop, don't judge me. So anyways, after that we use this thing called BioPack, and BioPack is basically this machine that you can hook up to the computer, and it can do a bunch of different tasks. Like, you can hook up electrodes to it to detect like impulses and EKGs, and basically what we did was we hooked it up, and yes, Jude City is back there, I know. And we hooked it up and we put this thing around our finger, and it used that to detect the pulse. And we used that pulse and compared it against the pulse that you check by just holding your two fingers at the person's wrist. I believe it's the radial vein or radial artery, or I'm pretty sure it's a radial something. Yeah, so sorry guys, I don't remember, but there's like a radial one and there's an ulnar one. You know, because the radius and the ulna, the two bones in your arm, yeah, all that good stuff. Anatomy 101. This is mammalian physiology, but we're learning about anatomy. And this Badoo is, I believe, at +2 special attack. I don't know if I don't know if growth was sharply or just regular, but oh, we're gonna tank that. All right, Wally's okay. You know what? I was about to just say Wally is a beast, and he lets me down. He lets me down. You know what? Wally, you don't even deserve all this EXP. Natsu, get in there. Natsu is going to split this XP with Wally because Wally does not earn it. Did not earn it. He did not earn it. So, yeah, we compared the pulses, and then after that, we did like a pretty self-explanatory, obvious experiment to see what the effect of exercise was on heart rate and pulse rate. And that's pretty obvious. Like, the more you exercise, the faster your heart rate is going to be, the more beats per minute your pulse is going to be, all that good stuff. But for some reason, Ravaged Path. It sounds like Savage Path. And so, oh, okay, so I think we need Rock Smash. I wasn't really reading what he was saying, but I think he said we have to go through Jagged and stuff. Got a Wurmple over here. Thank God that wasn't our first encounter. Actually, you know, that might have actually not been too bad, only because... Okay, so Wally is being put to the back. He's being put to the back right now because he cannot hit a tackle. What is the accuracy on tackle? 95? Is it 95? Is it 95? It is 95. 95% accuracy move, and he misses it twice in a row. Twice. Now, I might not be a statistician or a mathematician, hashtag bars, but you guys let me know what the probability is of that happening. I'm pretty sure that the probability is very low, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not really a math guy, I'm a science guy. In the STEM, I'm the only S, or I'm only the S. I'm not the only S. There are people much better than me at S, but I'm just S. Not the T, not the E, not the M, the S. And I don't know what I'm saying. So I think we have to find Rock Smash, I believe. Oh, you know what we should do? Because we only have one Pokeball. We should get some items. So, oh, you know, one thing we can do is we can sell our potions, because in this Medlocke, we're not allowed to use potions. And I'm going to keep the X attack, just in case. I mean, you never know. You never know if you have to use it. Pretty sure we won't, but just in case. And, yep, can't buy potions, can't buy antidotes, can't buy paralyze heals. So let's just buy 15 you know what, let's buy 10. Because then we might get a Premier Ball. Is there a Premier Ball in this game? Hey, yep, Premier Ball. Alright, so that's nice. Buy 10, get 1 free. It's a nice deal. You know, wow, buy 10, get 1 free? That's actually a really bad deal. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the cost of the product. So, oh, Barry. Oh, Barry wants to battle us? I was just about to say we can get another encounter, but looks like Barry has to get wrecked first. So let's see who's Pokemon. Starly. Alright, so if no, Starly's probably gonna just know normal attacks. Oh, that's right. We benched Wally because yo, Natsu. This is why we benched Wally. We benched him so Natsu can do his thing. Except now we gotta put in Wally because Natsu is not gonna be looking too good against Piplup. Because, you know, fire gets put out by water. But, you know, is that actually true? Like, if you just dump water on a fire, doesn't it sometimes get worse? Well, I guess it depends on what's fueling the fire. Like, if there's oil fueling the fire, then water will just make it worse because it'll disperse the oil all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess water can put out fire. But, you know, a lot of other things can put out fire, too, like fire extinguisher and things like that. But I guess it would be weird if Pokemon had a type... Wally? So Wally, I think Wally is asking to be released. That's 3 times he missed a 95% accurate move. This is not acceptable. If Wally wants to be on our team, he has to hit his moves. The Flash and Kid Flash, they hit all the time. There you go, Wally. You can hit your oh. Okay, Wally has redeemed himself. Wally, you are now officially a part of the team again. I will not bench you. Actually, okay, I'm not going to bench you, but you're not going to be in the front because I want Bidoof to get a little bit of XP because Bidoof is like level 4 right now, or level 3. So, yeah, so Wally's crying, so we're going to go tell him to go back to his mom, just give up his dream of becoming a Pokemon Master because he's never going to beat us. It's so depressing. So we're gonna go back to Pokemon Center, heal up, and I am going to put Bidoof in the front of the party because although I do want Starly in our party, I'm not going to just throw away Bidoof like that. Like, I'm not going to do it like that. So, oh, also another thing I forgot to mention to you guys, in the layout, Starly will not be there because he's not in our party, he's in our box. So, yeah, Starly, Palmer. And our Route 203 encounter is... Shinx. Okay, but that's Dupe's Claws. Basically what Dupe's Claws is that if you have the same Pokemon, you already caught it, then you don't have to battle it. Or you don't have to catch it if you already caught it. So this is not going to count as our encounter. We are going to keep going. One thing that I don't know about this is, are Shinx, Starlies, and Bidoofs the only Pokemon you find in here? Because if that is the case, okay, well that's a Starly. If that's the case, then I might just have to catch one of them. Quick attack. Get burned. Get wrecked. Oh, 2-hit wrecked. Oh! We're faster this time? Oh, he used quick attack. That's fine. Okay, or she used quick attack. My bad. So Natsu's gonna grow to level 11. Pretty sure Natsu evolves at level 16. That's usually pretty standard for these starters. Might be 14 for some of them, might be 18 for some of them. Okay, it's another Starly. So I'm gonna go through 2 more encounters. So that'll be a total of 5 encounters. And if it's just the same Pokemon repeated over and over again, then I will just catch one of them. Or I might just forfeit my encounter for this route. I'll catch one of them. I'll catch one of them because you never know if you're gonna need it. Like if I was to lose like all my Pokemon right now, you know, I gotta have some reserves in the box. Abra. Okay, so we can't even attack this guy. We just gotta throw a ball. So, nope, that's not where the balls are. A Premier Ball? Premier Ball? Alright, yeah. You look like you want to get into a Premier Ball. I honestly don't think that a Premier Ball has a better catch rate, but one. Oh, wow, not even a shake. I just said one because I assumed that it would shake at least once. And so yeah, we forfeit our encounter for Route 203. That's perfect. So let's go battle this guy. This little kid. And battle him. Battling all the little kids. You know, aren't we a kid? We're supposed to be like 10 years old. Isn't that what Ash is? Did I already talk about this? Maybe I did. I'm not going to talk about it just in case I already did talk. Was I talking? Yeah, maybe. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about it. So we're super effective. We're going to easily beat that Cricket Talk. Yo, the Cricket Talk to jingle is pretty nice. It's like little chimes, little bells. And Zubat. Okay, so like I said, I want to do some switch trading. And yeah, Eager Beaver is only level 3. I thought she was at level 4, but it's okay. So let's just switch her out. Let's go. Natsu can get some more XP. So yeah, alright. Well, I guess back to my morning. After we used the bio pack and did the exercise, obviously the results of the exercise were that heart rate goes up when right after you exercise. Like, it's pretty standard. And I also found out this I kind of already knew. Like I typically have blood pressure in like the lower levels, like not ridiculously low, like there's nothing wrong, but it's usually a little bit less than 120/80. And I learned in lecture last week from our professor that if you read level 4, there we go. If you have hypotension, which is low blood pressure, below 120/80, as opposed to hypertension being high blood pressure. Hyper is like, you know, jumpy, active, and hypo is like the opposite. You know, I don't know what hypo directly translates to, but we got a Pokeball containing a Pokeball. And you know, one thing is I'm gonna have to be going back to the Pokemon Center a lot to heal, so you guys are, I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to get used to it. But yeah, so I learned that if you have hypotension, there's this condition in which you have hypotension basically your entire life up until you become really old, like 60s or so, or maybe even earlier than that, I don't know. And you just all of a sudden get hypertension, which is kind of scary and ridiculous. Like, and he was saying that no one knows the mechanisms behind why this happens. So that's actually like really scary that even with all this like scientific advancements that we have, nobody knows why your body just randomly switched from low blood pressure to high blood pressure articulation. So yeah, I really hope, cross my fingers, I'm crossing my fingers right now, and knock on wood, I don't know if you guys heard that, but I just knocked on wood, that my genetics are not like that, and I will not go from hypotension to hypertension, because that will not be a fun time. And oh wow, sliver of health. It's almost nothing. Literally survived on like 1. So let's just use Scratch, you know, conserve some of our embers, even though we don't really have a PP problem here. That would be PowerPoint problem for some of you guys. You might be a little bit immature over there. So we're getting some nice money. We're beating all these youngsters. They're just standing there after we battle them. Wow, level 7. That's powerful. Oh, one thing I should do, I said I would do it, but I keep clicking that button. I said I would do it, but I didn't actually do it. Put Eager in the front. so let Eager get some XP. It's just a sign. And let's move on. I at least want to get to the next town or the next place before I end this episode, because I feel like these episodes have been going really slowly, but once again, I think it's just... That was scary. That was scary. I think it could just... Let me try one more time. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to switch out. Okay, we're good. So yeah, I think it could just be because it's the beginning of the game. And also, I'm just getting, I'm getting used to all this, commentary while playing. I've never done this. I've always just played Pokemon, you know. Usually by myself, or, you know, sitting next to friends, talking to friends while I'm playing, but never talking to a computer screen. You know, it's really different, and I'm actually learning a lot, just learning how to talk to a computer screen, be more comfortable just being myself to random people that I don't know, and to a computer, which is pretty interesting. It's different, it's refreshing. So, Natsu is a crit monster, or Machop is just a crit magnet, because Natsu has been getting crits left and right, redeeming it. Well, not even redeeming himself. Wally redeemed himself with that crit, but Natsu is just showing that he wants to stay throughout the entire Medlocke. He does not want to die. So let's talk to this encounter. Let's talk to this Pokemon. No, let's run away from this encounter. Oh, let's switch out and then battle this encounter, because we want Eager to gain some XP. We also want Wally to gain some XP. So let's battle, and then let's go talk to that little girl in the grass. And maybe it's a little girl, maybe it's a grown woman, I don't know. It's really hard to tell from the sprites. So Sterling just use Growl, and if I do no damage, then I might just run away. I'm gonna just... Actually, you know what? No, we need the XP. We need it. Wally is going to miss his, I believe, 4th tackle. Wally, at this point, I don't even know if getting 4 crits can redeem yourself. Oh well. Oh well. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? When they come for you. Bad boys. And so now we have a Psyduck here. Oh great. So we're gonna have to use Wally, because Natsu cannot handle a Psyduck. The Psyduck might know Water Gun. The Psyduck might know Bubble. If it learns Bubble, Psyduck might know Scratch, which is completely fine with us. Wally just needs to learn Spark. If Wally learns Spark, I believe Spark is 100% accurate, and you get that nice stab boost, same type attack boost, stab, S-T-A-B, acronyms, and I don't know if I want to risk this. I'm going to put in Natsu. The Psyduck has just been going for scratches, so we should be okay. We should be okay. Let's scratch back, and... Alright. Oh my god! Natsu! Okay guys, Natsu is just ridiculous. Natsu is here to stay. He is here to stay. He's like, yo, my dude, I'm here. I got you. I got you, fam. So we got another Abra just taunting us. Let's run away. And even if we fail to run away, then it doesn't really matter. It's just gonna use teleport, like he did on us. You know, the ball didn't even shake once. Okay, so we're gonna X defend. Once again, useless to us. I'm gonna just walk in this grass to reduce the likelihood that we get an encounter. Got a repel. Okay, repels can be useful. We can use those in the grass, but I don't want to use them right now. And just as I was saying, we can use them. We get into an encounter. So the Abra. Let's run away. Can't escape. It's gonna use teleport. Predictable. 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 You know, in Pokemon Go, I still haven't even gotten an Abra. I got a Kadabra, but I haven't seen an Abra yet. I saw it in my silhouettes, but I never actually got to find it because the radar's all messed up. So anyways, we got to the cave, and although we didn't get very far, we did answer the clown's 3 questions, and we made it over here. We got our encounter, and we missed the encounter. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up below. Subscribe, leave a comment answering the comment question of the day, or just whatever you feel like saying. And yep, I guess that's it. I'm gonna get out of here. Peace.